I watch a film every other day, and today I watched the movie on Prime Video titled KOFA. Could you imagine, though, that I just started making this video without addressing this new setup? Well, very briefly, in when I started the VDK Film Club around 3 or 4 months ago, I knew that if I got through the December like holiday season and the January slump of films, that I would actually go and invest like in a backdrop and like proper filming equipment because that would mean that I'm like really locked into this thing and seeing the number of things that are still on my watch list and things I'm so excited to watch. Oh, I am locked in. So the VDK Film Club, we did, yeah. We did, yeah. Okay, onto this film that I watched. It's called Kofa and it was released in 2022. The reason I even know it was because the actors, so many of them were like, oh, this was one of my most daring performances. This is one of my most, I give my all to this. And watching the film, they did give their all. Yes, they did. Most of this film, they are in underwear. Two actors really give their all, but we'll talk more with spoilers when we get there. The question was their all worth it for this film? Because from the topic matter, you can understand why people really wanted to come on this film. This film has stars, so many people are in it. But having finished the film, first things first, this film, you can tell that it was made for like an international audience. Like it's made more so for they're Nigerians in diaspora or for like an international audience because this film no they speak pidgin. This film doesn't feel like a Nigerian film in the way like an Ovasabi auntie does. This film it they speak funny. Make we put them like that. Second thing is that the film that we were promised, because plot twist, there is a twist, surprise, surprise, there's a twist. I won't tell you what it is. But if you only stayed for like the first hour and you left there, I will understand. But know that there's kind of like a twist towards the ending without giving you any spoilers. Now, the first part of the film, I was like, after like 30 minutes, this was me. I did doze off. But then the second half starts and I'm like, oh, wait, but then after, I beg I sit back down. Nothing they really happen for here, man. This film, I would say, if you want something, I don't want to give you any spoilers, but I would just say I'll recommend films like The Herd for you if you want something kind of in this vein, but like a better film. Also, if you think that The Herd's controversy was controversial, they would hate to see this film coming. Okay, I don't want to tell you any more because I don't want to give you any spoilers. But so you can go and check out this movie. It's not a really recommendation from me. You can just go and check it out if you wish to. Now, if you have and want to come and talk about it with spoilers, then welcome back. Spoilers ahead. Let us go. Talking with spoilers, this film was so disappointing to me because I've been looking forward to it for the longest. So, in talking about this spoiler section, I'm going to do it in two parts. I will first talk about the first half of the film, which is the film that I was promised. People wake up in a room, they don't know where they are, they don't know who they are, they don't know how they got here. I thought this was going to be like an escape room kind of film, right? Because I love those types of films. Because when they get the touchlights, there's the graffiti on the wall. I'm thinking, okay, they will start finding clues or something would happen. It is nothing of the sort. It is nothing of the sort, not even close to being this interesting. The film is just, they start to realize things, but you're not even carried along as an audience member when they're realizing it because you can tell that the writer of this film will just reveal things when he wants to reveal it. Let me give you an example. Beverly Naya's character, they are doing the meditation and then she starts to hyperventilate and her memory comes back. That makes sense. But then someone like Enyinna Nwigwe, just in the middle of talking, he goes, by the way, I know who you are. I know who your uncle is, your brother, your father. The other girl too that plays Tosin. Yeah, this is who you are. This is who you are. I'm knowing deep information about you. What? Also, for the first portion of this film, these characters are so one note. So one note. Like they're all just being archetypal characters. By the second half, you now realize that, oh, okay, it's because that was literally what it was. They were given prompts and just had to become those prompts. But before you know that, for the first hour plus of this film, this is just a stale film with stale character. Like nothing is really happening. The most exciting thing that happens in those first parts is where Daniel Etim's character gets shot and Tosin now finally starts, fighting people. Speaking of Tosin, that actress and Ijoma Grace Agu, when they have their breast out, I was like, oh my god, they really bared it all for this film. But I feel like it's because they thought that this film was going to be more. I guess because of the themes of Bring Back Our Girls and kind of the way that it was. Maybe they thought it was going to be. But in that moment, I don't know if I'm very curious to know if Ijoma and the other actress, I wish I remember her name, feel the same, like feel like it was worth it for them to open their breast. Not that I'm against people opening their breast, but when a person, even in real life, is talking to you with their breasts out, it's kind of uncomfortable. It puts you in like a, because so watching it, I was a bit uncomfortable. And usually stuff like that is reserved in film for like very emotional moments, like very high stake moments, like maybe when somebody wants to curse you for doing something evil. That because it makes you even the other thing but uncomfortable. That kind of action is needed. But in something like this, where she's just standing there with her breast out talking, and you can even see from each of Margaret's that she's kind of uncomfortable because the moment is supposed to be uncomfortable because she's not just naked on screen. There, the director is there, DP is there, everybody is there. This is a vulnerable position to be in, and I was like, why did she do this for this particular film? Like, it's such a big decision, and I was like, for this film, was it really worth it? I don't know. I feel like you could tell that they really trusted the director of this film and the writer and really wanted to like do it because again, this film needs a lot of vulnerability from the performances, from the actors. And they gave it, but for what? Like, literally for what? Okay, let's get to the second half of the film. When the twist now comes, we now realize that, okay, all this time they've been secrets, like spy, like they're not secret, they're like police, like FBI, like they are basically agents training to become different people so that they can go and infiltrate the bad people's place and, like, destroy them from the inside. Okay, once the revelation happens, I sit up, but then as it keeps going and it's playing out, you just kind of sit back down because you're like, once again, this writer is just doing a lot of telling more so than showing. We are not coming along on this journey with these people. They're just kind of like telling us stuff, telling us stuff, telling us stuff. I lost interest in this film 30 something minutes into it. About an hour in, it became kind of torturous to watch. An hour 10 thereabouts is, I think, when the twist happens, where I kind of sit up. And then after that, I just sit back down because this film overall was kind of very disappointing for me. I am not going to hold you. Yikes. Anyways, I don't know when this film came out, but thank God other things have come out that have been better. Like The Herd, I think, handles this particular story better than this film did. And also, even like, it's bad when the most emotional moment for me in this film was the ending when they were just physically writing out what actually happened, like the kidnapping of the Chibok girls. So it's the real life story that was actually more emotionally charged for me than even the story you guys are telling me. This was not a great film. I even now thinking about stuff like that random person that was chasing Beverly Naya and like tricking her in the sea. What was that for? I guess it's just trying to show how like the psychology was even being rewritten in this room because of the medication and all of that. Omo, I beg, I beg, I beg. That is my final verdict. I beg. I didn't really love this film, as you can tell, but hopefully we love the next one. Anyways, I'm very curious to know if you've watched this film. What do you think about it? I would like to know in the comments. Also, if you've watched this whole video and you have no idea who I am, my name is VDK. I'm the curator of this VDK Film Club, which you are now a part of. If you've watched this whole video, we watch a film every other day. Come along, it's fun. All right, until the next film that I watch and the next video that I make, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.